Hello friends, myself Dr. Pramod Javle Patil, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Balbim Art, Science and Commerce College, Bid. Today, I will discuss my micro teaching topic, a role of biosurfactant in industry and their prospective future application. Before going to discuss our main topic, I would like to thanks UGC, MMTC, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this wonderful refresher course in environmental study and sustainable development. I am very much thankful to Director of UGC MMTC, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. And I am also thankful to coordinator of this course, Dr. Mandela sir, co-coordinator Dr. Rafe sir, and all teaching and non-teaching staff of UGC Malviya Mission Teacher Training Center, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Friends, today the role of biosurfactant in industries and their prospective features are more important part of our life. In this today's presentation, we have to discuss the role of surfactant, biosurfactant, properties of biosurfactant, type of biosurfactant, applications of biosurfactant, and biosurfactant in, in industries. This is the outline of my today's presentation. Surfactants, it is an organic compound which has a hydrophilic and hydrophobic tail. Like it has a hydrophilic head and hydrophobic tail molecule. It is in an amphiphilic in nature. They have lower surface tension. Surfactants may act as detergent, wetting agent, emulsifier, and foaming agent. Surfactants are surface active compound capable of reducing surface and interfacial tension at interfaces between liquid, solid, gases, and thereby allowing them to mix or disperse readily as an emulsion in water or other liquids. Friends, nowadays the demand for eco-friendly products is high and increasing interest in biosurfactant has resulted. Biosurfactant are amphiphilic compound of microbial origin having advantages in biodegradability and effectiveness at extreme temperature or pH in having lower toxicity. So if you look toward this schematic diagram, the basic difference, it clearly shows that the basic difference between the chemically synthesized surfactant and biosurfactant. The biosurfactants have lower toxicity, it has higher efficiency, they minimizes the environmental pollution. But if you look towards the surfactant, it creates it is an toxic material. It pollute our environment due to lack of their properties in our environment. So as compared to surfactant, biosurfactants are too much demanding material nowadays due to they have lower toxicity and sustainable compound as compared to surfactant. The biosurfactants are surface active biomolecules. It has an extracellular exertion by microbes. It is an amphiphilic compounds. It has hydrophilic and hydrophobic region. If you look towards the structure of this biosurfactant molecule, it has an samely hydrophilic head like we had discussed in surfactant molecule, and hydrophobic tail. So in aqueous region, they have variety of application and use of this biosurfactant are available. It is in useful in marine bioremediation, polyaromatic hydrocarbons. It is useful for heavy metals remulsion. It is useful in microbial enhanced oil recovery processes. The drastic and major use of this biosurfactant nowadays was moving towards the petroleum industries for oil spills, to recover that oil spill in ocean or in our sea. So these biosurfactants are so much demanding material in petroleum industries, as well as these biosurfactants are useful in pesticides and organic and inorganic contamination industries. Biosurfactants are most of the biosurfactants are glycolipids, ramphanolipids, sulfurolipids, trihalophilipids, and this is the chemical structures of no, this is the chemical structures of the biosurfactant, in which it is an polymeric hydrocarbon in nature. The longest chain of hydrocarbon was linked towards this the sugar molecule. In If you look towards the lipopeptides, it is also as an polymeric hydrocarbon which will be uh, binded with a, a sugar molecule. And if you look towards the uh, polymeric surfactants molecule, this is the polymeric chain of hydrocarbon as well as the sugar molecules. Friends, properties of biosurfactants. Biosurfactants have surface and interfacially active molecules. They they shows the tolerance to the temperature and pH and ions molecules. The biodegradability of biosurfactant was very good as compared to surfactant molecule. It shows minimum toxicity. If you study the case of surfactant and the biosurfactant, the biosurfactant shows minimum toxicity as compared to surfactant molecule. The biocompatibility and digestibility was very much good as compared to surfactant molecule. Many of the commercial available surfactants are, if you look towards that was synthesized by chemically. The Due to this synthesis of this surfactant molecule by chemicals, it creates various problems to our environment, and it creates pollution in our environment. While biological surfactant as possible alternative to the existing product. Biosurfactants are active compounds that are produced at microbial cell surface or exerted and reduce surface and interfacial tension. Owing to their microbial origin, and biological surfactants are biodegradable, non-toxic, high foaming with a specific activity at extreme condition. It can be synthesized from renewable feedstocks material, and also are more effective in their application as compared to chemically synthesized surfactant molecule. Look, this is this photograph I have taken from Google, and this was the image of biosurfactant molecule. Types of biosurfactant molecules. So basically, these are the some types of biosurfactant molecule, on the basis of which microorganism was or microbes they was classified into various types of biosurfactant. Which microorganism from the source of microorganism was decide the class of biosurfactant molecule. So these are some mentioned types of or drastically categorized a part of this biosurfactant molecule. That one is the glycolipid, lipopeptide, phospholipid, fatty acid, polysaccharide protein complexes, neutral lipid molecules, polymeric surfactant, and glycoprotein molecule. Friends, in this table we have seen the microbial species of origin of biosurfactant molecule. So here we mention some biosurfactant molecule and the origin of their microorganism. So if you look towards the rampololipid, it is the origin of that rampololipid was be discovered from microorganism Pseudomonas auregia or Pseudomonas sapesticulus. If you look toward the saprophoros lipids, it was the origin of Candida apicola, Candida bombicola, Candida lipulitica, Candida bogelico. The glucose, fructose, and saccharose lipid molecules was the origin of microorganism Arthobacter cephaliculus, Corynebacterium cephaliculus, and Rhodioacouscus erythrophilus. If you these are the some mentioned biosurfactants, and these are the some origin of that biosurfactant molecules. Then applications of biosurfactant molecule. With the increasing demand for eco-friendly products, the researcher and industry are now searching for microorganisms that are capable of surviving and stabilizing under harsh conditional producing surfactant. Sorry. Their main benefits towards the environment are putting them far ahead of chemically synthesized surfactants. Being ecologically safe, they can be applied in biodegradation and wastewater treatment. Some of the prospective applications related to the environment are enhanced oil recovery, solubilization, emulsification of toxic compounds, and removal of heavy metals from contaminated oil. As I earlier discussed that the major part of this biosurfactant application was the to remove of contaminated oil from to sea or ocean. So these are the some industrial applications of biosurfactant molecule. Basically it was utilized in these kinds of industries, and their applications are mentioned in this table. In environmental industry, the basic use of or basic application of this biosurfactant was the bioremediation to lowering the interfacial tension, emulsification, metal sequencing, soil flushing. In petroleum industry, enhanced oil recovery. In food industry, emulsification and food ingredient. In biological industry, the microbiological, the role of biosurfactant was the physiological behavior such as the cell mobility, cell communication, plant and animal psychology. In cosmetic industry, it is utilized for health and utilized in health and beauty products. In agricultural industry, it is useful in various biocontrollable herbicides and variety of to minimize the fungus which was grow on our plants. So it will assist in controlling fungal pathogen and induced systematic resistance and hypovirulence of that molecule. In bioprocessing industry, it was useful application, that was the downstream processing. In biomedical sciences, that was useful in antimicrobial activity, antiviral activity, as well as anti-adhesive activity and anti-tumor activity. So this is the vast variety of application we have seen towards the biosurfactant as you look towards the our surfactant molecules. So these are some industrial application here we mentioned and their applications and industrial use of that biosurfactant molecule we have summarized in this table. Then biosurfactant and bioremediation. Friends, the microbes present in contaminated soil play an important role for hydrocarbon degradation from soil. Addition of biosurfactant to the soil can enhance the growth of indigenous microorganisms capable of producing biosurfactant. With the input of biosurfactant, degradation of up to 90% of hydrocarbon was possible in 79 hours, whereas without biosurfactant, degradation time required as 114 hours. So, in this statement, we have clearly seen how the biosurfactant useful for the degradation of hydrocarbon molecule. Absence of biosurfactant, it requires 114 hours, and in presence of biosurfactant, it requires only 79 hours. That much also bigger time. But as compared to absence of biosurfactant, it 30 to 40% it minimizes to degradation process, or it minimizes the time required to degradation of hydrocarbon in presence of biosurfactant molecule. Friends, in another study, emulsion has been found to stimulate aromatic mineralization by pure cultures. Jane and co-worker were able to show that the addition of biosurfactant from P. origina enhanced biodegradation of tetradecane, pristine, hexadecane in a slit loam with 2.1% of organic matter. Friends, now we move towards our last part of our discussion. That one is the biosurfactant in industry. As I earlier discussed that how the biosurfactant application and various industry. Here we some basic and drastically utilized use of biosurfactant in major industry park. That one is in detergent industry. It is useful in emulsion industry. It is useful in foaming industry. It is useful in cosmetic industry. It is useful in pharmaceutical production. It is useful in environmental remediation. It is useful in agricultural industry, food industry, and petroleum industry. So this schematic diagram told us that how the usefulness of biosurfactant in current scenario. If you look towards this diagram, each and every industry requires biosurfactant molecule, and the use of biosurfactant was uh, continuously growing nowadays. Friends, the global biosurfactant market. In this slide, I have shown 3.7 US dollar of market cap globally captured by biosurfactant molecule. Among them, the glycolipids have major part, then lipopeptides, then phospholipids, then polymeric materials, and other biosurfactant was captured their global biosurfactant market. If you look towards this diagram, here we mention in personal care it was useful, in home care it is also useful, in food beverages it is also useful, in agriculture, pharmaceutical, textile, oil and gas, wastewater treatment, and many others things. In these basic market caps captured by biosurfactant molecule up to 2022 years. And in this diagram, we have shown how the Asia Pacific region, the largest market share was captured in China, that the biosurfactant was drastically utilized in these various industry. So if you look towards or compare the surfactant and biosurfactant are environmental friendly sustainable product as compared to surfactant molecule. And I hope all of you understand the role of biosurfactant in industry as well as their application in various uh, industry as well as our environmental friendly application as compared to surfactant molecule. Thank you, friends. I hope all of you understand this concept. I am here stop my presentation. I hope all of you understand this, and thank you very much.